Hey everyone, and welcome to the PHILLIP Show. I am Philip, and grab your coffee because today we are going to Africa. Listen. So here at the PHILLIP Show, we always try and highlight authenticity, passion, purpose, inspiration. How do you remain on course and true to who you are without swaying to the left and to the right based on public opinion? How do you stay committed to your passion, to your purpose, to who you are when there are so many options of people that you can be, of choices that you can make, of influences that you allow? Today is no different, and I'm super excited that we have our international guest here today. So let me tell you just a little bit about her before we launch this awesome video for you. So listen, she's a global educator and life coach and an international musician and founder of the nonprofit, the Chalkboard Project Africa. Today on the show, we are going to have Ty Dillard, also known as Tyinspire, Tiffany, and she's going to be here talking about international success, international choices, international perspective. But before we get started, she is a global musician and recording artist. So we're going to start our show off today with you being introduced to Tiffany Dillard, Tyinspire, and her music video, Necessary.
Got to push through the heartaches and the lows of what we're used to. Never letting go, we must keep fighting. To fill our heart's desires, we'll keep trying. Never letting go, the road may not be easy, but it's necessary, necessary. Time to face the truth of what we want to bear. From all the damage, making room to rise up and accept the challenge. It is necessary. Don't sweat it, y'all. Necessary. Keep pressing on. Necessary. For you will win. Necessary. When we cannot find our way, please understand that just ahead our brighter days. Never giving up, you've got the answer. And strength to make it all the way. Just remember who you're fighting for. The road may not be easy, but it's necessary, necessary. Time to face the truth of what we want to bear. Give our hearts a chance to heal from all the damage, making room to rise up and accept the challenge. It is necessary. Don't sweat it, y'all. Necessary. Keep pressing on. Necessary. For you will win. Necessary. Necessary. Let it breathe. Why don't you give yourself a stamp of approval? 'Cause you are well on your way to make it through another day. And every time you wanna give up, dig down deeper and display the strength you knew you would one day have to play. Necessary. Don't sweat it, y'all. Necessary. Keep pressing on. Necessary. For you will win. Necessary. Necessary.
Wow. So that is Necessary by Tiffany Dillard, Tyinspire. So before Tiffany comes on, she and I have been talking We've been talking offline, just getting reacquainted because I've known Tiffany for a long time. But as we're talking about today, she's global. Look, she got her passport and said, deuces. You know, she's out and she's doing her inspiring thing. So, Tiffany, before you come on, I got a quick question for you. So, listening to your music, it seems very unique and has a lot of influences. I know people can hear different things in there. And I spoke with another artist about how we're so used to putting people into boxes and into categories and into genres, but it seems your style is a bit different. So welcome to the show, first of all, and let's just jump in. What is your musical style?
My musical style? I don't know, Phillip. What do you think my musical style is? I've always thought that it was more like neo soul, maybe a little jazzy, but I don't know if the album that I created actually reflects that. But I think that I sound better singing that type of music, and when I perform live, I sing like that type of music, like neo soulish and, you know, kind of laid back, chill stuff.
Oh, I definitely understand that. You know, with so many fads and videos and pop culture, music has really become very stereotypical. You can almost close your eyes and just imagine what the video is going to be, imagine what the beat's going to be, right? Just very stereotypical. But your music seems to be very non-stereotypical. I didn't expect it. Was that deliberate?
I think you're right. I think that my musical direction is very non-stereotypical. One thing I will say about my music is that I'm an artist that wants to inspire people. So the type of music that I create, that I sing, is going to be inspirational music. You know, although I believe in God, and I think that what I'm trying to put into people's minds and into their hearts is the love of God, always. But I kind of try to do it indirectly, so to say, because I don't think that everybody can relate and can will accept, you know, just God, Jesus, come on, you know. Everybody is not gonna feel that, and they don't want to listen to that. But I think that the people that need to hear it may want something else or want something different. So I kind of try to be right in the middle as far as the style and my delivery, so that people will listen and they will hear it. The people that need it will.
Yeah, that's interesting. Tyinspire. What do you want your music to do?
So I want my music to be that will uplift you. You know, when you're feeling down, you listen to it and you feel uplifted, or you can hear a message, you can get something out of it and take it away and be able to even inspire others from listening to what I have to say, which is directly from God. You know, it's my passion, it's my purpose. That's what I'm giving you. So yeah, I think it is non-stereotypical.
Some of the culture is very God-centric, but you know, I mean, you and I both know that there are those who, if you just even hear the mention of spirituality beyond inspiration, they'll completely tune out.
Some people like that, some people don't. Sure, you know how that is. Like,
listen, I know that very well. Listen, there's a fine line between inspiration and spiritual.
I agree.
And a lot of it is, you know, like, to me, it's very subjective. As a global entrepreneur and a recording artist, how do you process when you're putting all of you, you're pouring all of you and all of your inspiration and all of your talents and all of your passion into your projects, and people just don't like the message?
In everything you do as an entrepreneur, you know how that is. It's like, everybody ain't gonna like what you do. But it is, you know, you gotta do what you're supposed to do, and that's it. So
yeah. I think staying true to who you are really is the key. It really is the key. And you said it best. Everyone isn't going to like everything. And I mean, that echoes so much. So commitment authenticity and consistency, you know, those are really the key. One of the things that I love about your journey is the way that you are non-stereotypical. And like I said earlier, to see possibilities outside of what we're presented with in the United States is huge. To see beyond the box that we're in and beyond what we see is tremendous. Choosing in an international audience seems, you know, it seems so risky as a recording artist, and just anybody doing anything. Saying I'm going to go abroad to do this seems very risky, but it seems like the perfect fit for you.
You know, I didn't choose an international audience. I think an international audience, I think they chose me, for sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's interesting. So explain that. What do you mean?
I really think that they chose me, and I just gave them what I was supposed to give them. Whether it was in China, I did do some singing in China, or Japan, and then now in Ghana. They're always very supportive, and I think, you know, in America there's so much competition, so you don't always get that. It's just harder. But internationally, you know, there's a reason why you have artists, especially after they've kind of maybe not done so good in their career, they go international and they get that love and they get that respect. And sometimes I think that international audiences also, they just have more respect for your craft. So yeah, you know, chose me, and I'm here to give it to them.
She said, grab your passport, because I'm here to give it to him. I love it. I can't even. I love it. With music or anything that's outside of the box, it seems like that's a theme today, right? Outside of the box. You've really stepped outside of our domestic box and have gone completely international in your thought and in your thinking and in your process and in your delivery and in your content. So thinking outside of the box, there's always those on the sideline with the most to say. You know that. You know, everybody's, you know, I call them couch critics. People sitting on the couch have the most to say while they're surfing channels and typing on Facebook with that Facebook courage. But I digress. Have you ever received pushback from the choices that you've made to either live or sing abroad?
Absolutely. Yeah, you know, my family, they've always been supportive. I will first say that. They've always been supportive, even if they didn't agree. So yeah, a lot of them did not agree with me moving abroad. I actually was going to take a different route initially to move abroad. I was gonna go and join Peace Corps, and yeah, it just, my family did not receive that well. There's nothing wrong with the Peace Corps, by the way. I think that it's wonderful, and I think that they also think so too, but not for me. So I ended up, you know, kind of tabling that, and I said, you know what, if it's for me to do, I'll find another way, and I did. And so they were more receptive to this, but still reluctant. I mean, I think even to this day, they don't necessarily like that I'm so far away, but they do understand and they do support me. And yeah, but that's probably the pushback. Some of my friends as well.
Yeah, a lot of people, I know a lot of people fear what they themselves have either not experienced or haven't even been exposed to. We fear what we don't know.
I mean, you know, maybe I won't even say that's pushback. It's just more concern, you know. And everybody else that's just kind of watching, friends or people that I know, they've always been supportive and kind of rooting in my corner. So yeah, maybe not a lot of pushback, but concern. Yeah.
Well, one thing that people don't have to be concerned about is the impact that you're making with your nonprofit. Not just your music, but the inspiration and your determination to continue to inspire in different ways. And you have a nonprofit that is amazing. So tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, yes, I would love to tell you about my nonprofit organization called the Chalkboard Project Africa. And so the Chalkboard Project Africa is my baby. It is something that I've always wanted to do. I always knew before coming to the continent that there was something for me to do here. And I believe that this is one of the things that I am supposed to do. So the Chalkboard Project Africa is an organization that supports youth and teachers. All right, we are looking to educate, to encourage, to offer resources and support to students and teachers. So we have 5 programs, and 3 of those programs are youth programs. 1 is a supply distribution program, and then 1 is a teacher training or professional development, like ongoing professional development program. And that is the first program we launched just about 2 months ago. And it has been a success so far. It's doing well. We were able to service about 10 teachers, where we offer training for classroom management and lesson planning, effective lesson planning. And so we're just there to offer support and ideas and resources. That's it.
So I know that this is based in Africa, but the concept, do you think that this type of program would be useful even here in America?
I think that not just people here, but everywhere, you need that ongoing training, you need that support. And so that's what we're here to do.
So right now, I think that we see a global conversation about mental health and self-awareness. Everybody is really concentrating on how to build themselves up. What do your youth programs specifically consist of?
The youth programs are from anything from self-esteem building to support for students that are leaving college and going into the workforce. So we want to support them and tell them, you know, how they can plan for their life. We also have reading programs for young preschool age children. And then we also have the school supply distribution program, which I hope to launch in the next couple of months. And it's specifically for village schools that need support, you know, whether it's maybe paying school fees, whether it's buying supplies and things that they need for the school, the teachers and the students. So very proud of the program.
Wait a minute, hold up. So I didn't mean to interrupt, but sitting here and hearing what you're saying, it sounds like a lot to do for just one person.
I don't run it by myself. There are 8 board members that are kind of scattered all over the world, and we compile together, you know, we make it happen, and we do what we can to support the communities here in Ghana specifically right now.
All right, so listen, let's switch it up. And I have to ask, and I know people are out there wondering, so let me just go ahead and break the ice. What are some of the stereotypes that people have about Africa that are absolutely, let me hold it, because I need people to scoot in for this one. What are some of the stereotypes that people have about Africa that are absolutely untrue? Since you're there, I want to hear it from the source. What are we over here completely wrong about?
Okay, so yeah, you definitely know this is a funny question, Philip. Yes, there are so many myths that are out there, you know, especially from those in the West about Africa, people of Africa, you know, just the continent in general. So it's funny, but it's not funny, because I'm actually surprised at some of the things that people don't know, you know. Yeah, even to this day, I feel like definitely you should know more, or people should know more. So I think that's one thing. Like, I have a YouTube channel, and it's a travel channel, and everything Ghana, because I live here. So I want to do my best to show the beauty of Ghana, the great things about Ghana as much as possible. We talk about some things that may not be so good every now and then, but I like to focus on the positive. But it's just one way to help to you know, dispel some of those myths because they're out there. So yeah, I think one thing is animals. Like, people really think that I'm walking around with the giraffes and elephants. I have had so many people close to me ask me, so what animals are you seeing? And I'm like, I'm not seeing any animals other, like literally nothing other than like a lizard every now and then. That's it. And in West Africa, you're not gonna get those big animals, like, because it's true, like I even thought the same thing many years ago, because that's just what we've been seeing, we've been shown, right? So but yeah, even in West Africa, you're not really gonna get those big animals like that just hanging out. I think that's more so East Africa, from what I'm told, Kenya and those places where you will see those animals. But yeah, and I live in the city, so yeah, it's not happening in the city. Yeah, so that's one.
So to me, it just seems like Africa, for the majority of the time, is always presented like a National Geographic special that is stuck in like BC time with nothing but dust and clay.
Oh, and people just don't think that, like, there are roads, or like people who have nice cars or nice houses. They think they're everybody's living in a clay house in a hut, you know, in a rural area. That's not true. So, you know, that's also a myth. That's probably the second biggest one that I get, where people really do believe that. And sure, you know, in Ghana, you are going to see that type of life, that village life, but it's more so, you see it a lot up north, and there are rural areas where you're going to see that. Again, I live in the city, so no, you're not going to see that. You are going to see the nice cars, you are going to see the nice houses, and people living good, and lots of nice things that are comparable to what we have in the West, you know. So yeah, and those are probably the two biggest ones.
So you do a lot, from music to traveling to nonprofits and giving back. What is your passion?
My passion is connected to my purpose, and my purpose is to inspire people. And I inspire people in many different ways, because I do wear a lot of different hats. But because I know my purpose, I know that I can stick to my purpose of inspiring. But I can still do it in many different ways. For instance, I can inspire people through travel. I can inspire people through my music. I also can inspire people through education in the way that I'm doing with my NGO. So I feel like I'm just always inspiring. If you follow me on social media, you know, I make sure that I'm always motivating, you know, sometimes motivational talks, or sometimes inspirational quotes. Yeah, that's just what I do. So that is my passion, and that is my purpose, and that is my ultimate goal. So I'm living in it. I'm doing it now, and I plan to never stop. Like, this is just what I do. I'm also a coach, a life coach, so I'm inspiring and encouraging through that. So yeah, that's it. It's real simple. But you know, it took me a long time to get to this point, to figure out and find out what my purpose is. But now that I know, yeah, I'm moving in it.
I love that. Your passion is connected to your purpose. I really love that. So I'm sure people are curious and they want to learn more about you. Listen to some more music, connect. Where can people find more about Tyinspire?
You can connect with me through social media. So you can connect with me through social media, through IG, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube as Tyinspire. So at Tyinspire on all of those outlets. You can also connect with me through my NGO's website, the Chalkboard Project Africa.org. You know, if you'd like to make a donation or you'd like to contact me, you can also do it through that website. But yeah, the best way is through social media, or email, which you can also get through my social media, like through my YouTube or something like that. But yeah, I think yeah, if you want to contact me, that's how you do it.
Tiffany, thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking the time out to be on the show with me, to share your vision and your passion and what you're doing. You not only have a passion, but you're doing something about it. You not only want to inspire, you're doing something to inspire. So I really appreciate you for showing us that doing is actually possible, showing us that stepping outside of the box is actually possible, and it's fulfilling to open up our eyes to a global opportunity that we may have overlooked based on myths, stereotypes, disinformation, misinformation, confusion, whatever it is. You've really opened up our eyes and our perspective to see just how much of an impact we can make in our own sphere as well as a global sphere. So I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Phillip. I've enjoyed talking to you today. Thank you for having me on your show. You are doing great and amazing things, and I am so incredibly proud of you. So keep it up, Thoroughbred. Yes. Thoroughbreds in the house, always. We doing big things all over the world. So, keep it up, and thanks for having me.
Listen, absolutely. So for those of you at home who are wondering what Thoroughbreds means, Tiffany and I go way back to Kentucky State University, and the mascot was Thoroughbreds, but that's my business. Thank you to Tyinspire for being on our show today and for sharing her inspiration and just the hope of looking outside of the box and seeing everything that is possible. Don't limit yourself by what you see. Really pursue what your passion is. Really pursue and identify what your purpose is, and everything will align. What a powerful, powerful story about taking something here within and sharing it with the entire world. Wow. So until next time here on the PHILLIP Show, stay encouraged, stay blessed, and remember that you are the best you in the world. We'll see you next time.
Don't wait.